of the ones that I did not read yet. I'm probably gonna be like, dang, maybe I should have kept that book because I actually want to read it. It's too late, Keira. You made your decision. Hello besties, it's Keira. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video we're gonna be doing a book hunt haul. I think this is my first one ever on my channel. I usually do book hauls. So today's video I'm just gonna be talking about, I think I have about 20 books in this stack. All the books that I'm kicking out of my shelves. I'm putting them up for adoption. Some of these books I have read and don't feel I need to have in my shelf. Some of these I haven't even read, but I just feel like I'm not going to want to read them. Make sure to follow all my socials down below, along with my Goodreads, Amazon wishlist, all that stuff will be linked down there if you want to check it out. Like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like me. And let's just get right into it. This first stack of 5 books, I think it is, are all Christmas books. Listen, I love me a cute, cheesy Hallmark movie, and I love me a cute little holiday romance, but I think I just read too many of them. I don't think I'm like gonna buy holiday or Christmas romance books because I don't realistically keep any of them. All the ones I read I am giving away, except for Love Life Farms. The first one is The Mistletoe Bet by Maren Moore. This is like really short. I think this was like, I don't remember. I think I probably gave it like 3 stars. It was like a fun time. There's no need for me to have it on my shelf. The cover is really cute though. I gotta give it to them. Except we have The Mistletoe Kisser by Lucy Score. I don't even think I read this. It's on my TBR still. I still want to read it, but Lucy Score's books, I think all of them or most of them are on Kindle Unlimited, and because this is like a holiday Christmas-esque romance book, I don't think I'm gonna need it. This one is a part of the Blue Moon series. I don't even know what it is. Again, I still want to read it. It's on my TBR. I just don't have the need to have the physical copy if I could just read it on KU. Hopefully it's not my favorite book of all time. If it is, then I'll just buy another copy. Realistically, I'm not even going to read this until December, so it doesn't need to sit and rot on my shelf. It could sit and rot in my Kindle instead. Next up, we have The Mistletoe Motive by Chloe Leese. This was very popular, I think, last year. No, not last year. 2022? That's kind of terrifying. I think I saw one quote about this, and it was like, when the hockey player knows your favorite candy and puts it in his car. And I was like, sold. It was fun. I had a cute time with it, really short. They both work in, I think, at the same bookstore, and only one of them is going to be able to end up working there because the sales are not great. I definitely do recommend it for the holiday season if you just want a quick little book. Next one, I actually like really loved this Christmas book. I think I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I think I read it in the beginning of last year, possibly, or the end of 2022. I don't want to get rid of it because paperback of this is the size of a hardcover. Like, it's huge. It doesn't fit anywhere because it's so big. So if it comes out with a new cover in a regular size, it's possible I will pick it up again. 'Tis the Season for Revenge by Morgan Elizabeth. I'm sure everybody heard about this book. If you have not, read it for the holiday season. I don't remember what it's based off of. It's like Legally Blonde, like ends up breaking up with this guy. Like, he treated her really shitty, and she ends up getting with the founder of the guy's law firm. I think it's his boss, maybe, I don't know. It was really fun. I loved our female main character. The spice was great. The spice was really great. Yeah, Damien is all I'll say. I could see myself rereading it because it was good. Recommend this one. I think this is the last Christmas book. Sorry to bore you. We're on Save Christmas. This kind of hurts me because I love this cover. Like, look at this truck. It's so cool. But I just didn't love this. I think I gave it either like a 3 or 3.5 stars. I think he's trying to buy her business, or like her family's business, and completely change everything. And she's not having that. Even if I love the cover, and the cover is cute, it's just taking up space on my shelf. If I didn't love the book, I didn't absolutely love like Ride or Die, then I don't need it on my shelf. All right, I think the rest of these are just normal books. I think it's 1 fantasy and the rest are romance. Sorcerer of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. I read this last month. It took me actually 10 days to read this. I gave it a 3 to 5 stars. I will never think about this book again. It'll just waste space on my fantasy shelves. If you want to hear my full in-depth thoughts, I talked about it in my wrap-up, and I also did a reading vlog on it. So if you want to check those out, they'll be linked up there. Did not want to pick it up. Wasn't really interested in the story. Dragged along. Not a lot of romance in here. I thought it was. Like, this was a fantasy with a subplot of romance. For some people, I can see why they liked it. But for me, no. All right, this next book, I don't remember if I talked about it in a video or not. I kind of DNF'd the book, and the more that I thought about it, I just don't think I'm gonna read it. Someone at Barnes & Noble advertised it as if you liked Brendan from It Happened One Summer, that you would love the main male character in this book because they're just like big sea captain men, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, like sold. And I didn't really read the plot of the book, which you should always read the plot of the book. I started it, and the writing style reminded me a little bit of Tessa Bailey, and I think she's just not for me. Shipwrecked by Olivia Dade. I think this is about like two actors who had a one-night stand, never talked again, and then have to come back and make a movie together. I'm not into like the movie star romance stuff. I wasn't vibing with the beginning part of the book. The next three books are part of a series, and it's a pretty popular series. I love the TV show, but I read the books maybe around when the TV show came out, if not before then. Let's just say I didn't love them, if we're being completely honest. Like, I love the show. The show eats. The books, though, I just feel like they were maybe just a little too young adult for me. The Summer I Turned Pretty series by Jenny Han, and the only time I would, like, reread them was to remember what the plot of the third season is possibly about. Just taking up space, even though they're really pretty. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's The Summer I Turned Pretty, It's Not Summer Without You, and then We'll Always Have Summer. Someone really like these. Team Conrad. Team Conrad. Don't talk to me for Team Jeremiah. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. The next three are by the same author. I bet you could guess about which author books I just don't like anymore. It would be Tessa Bailey. And it's nothing against her. I'm not trying to hate on her, truly. It's just her writing style and stuff is just not for me anymore. It Happened One Summer is the only exception. I love that book so much. First one is Fangirl Down. I read this last month. It's like a golf romance. I get a 3 to 5 stars. I kind of skimmed it. I wanted to try because it was a new release. It was kind of like a sports romance. I'm just not interested in golf. I think that's also what it is. So my rating is dependent on how interested I was, and I'm just not interested in golf. So that's possibly why I didn't love it. Next one, Hook, Line, and Sinker. This is the second book, or like the companion novel to It Happened One Summer. It's about the female main character from It Happened One Summer, her sister, and then one of the male main characters, like crewmen, I guess you could call it. It's like a friends with benefits, or friends to lovers, something like that. Best friends to lovers, I don't know. At first I liked it, and then I started reading reviews, and people were like, it's not that good. And I was like, it wasn't that good. Yeah, I don't need this one. I already have the first one. I love the first one. And this last book, I just didn't even read. I saw a couple reviews and they were not great. So I was like, I'm not gonna waste my time. These are about, I think, musicians or something like that. I don't know. Movie stars, I can't remember. That's just, again, doesn't interest me. Wreck the Halls. You would think it's a Christmas book, but people were saying this is not a Christmas book. It's advertised as a Christmas book, and it's not a Christmas book. Someone will love this. I will not ever. These next 4 books are part of a series, and guys, don't start commenting, why are you getting rid of this series? Let me explain myself. Oh my god, Kira, why are you getting rid of the Briar You series by Elle Kennedy? You love Elle Kennedy. You love hockey romances. Why are you getting rid of them? Because they're getting new covers, if you did not know, and I pre-ordered them. She redid the Off-Campus series, and I was like, oh my god, I hope she does the Briar You series, because when I show you these covers, you're gonna be like, oh, yeah. And I wanted them all to match. I only read the first book in this series. I didn't love it. I'm hoping the rest of the series will be better. I'm not getting rid of them because I don't want to read them. I'm getting rid of them because they got new covers, and I'm very excited for it. Chase. I think I gave this like 2 stars. Was not great. The second one is The Risk. I think this is the one I'm most excited to read because of the characters that are in it. Third book is The Play. I think this is actually about Hunter, right? I'm also very excited to read this one. I've heard good things about The Risk and The Play. And the last one is The Dare, which I don't even know what characters these are. As you can see, they have people on the covers, and we are very much over that. And new ones are having illustrated ones. I don't need 2 copies of the series. I just want the nice little cute pretty ones. Alright guys, 2 more. Next up is another hockey romance. This one is still on my TBR. I want to read it, but I don't need it on my shelf. And I realized that after I bought it. I also found out they're on Kindle Unlimited. Mr. Hockey by Leah Riley. This is so freaking teeny, I don't need a book this freaking teeny on my shelf. Not even 200 pages. So I was thinking about it. I was like, this is not going to be like the most show-stopping book I'll ever read in my life if it's this freaking short. I'll just read it on my Kindle. It's a hockey player and a bookworm romance. It's apparently spicy and for fans of Icebreaker. Last but not least, The Stopover by T.L. Swan. This is part of some series, and I do want to read this, but I think they're on Kindle Unlimited. I am still iffy because I just don't like office romances anymore. Like, I don't even know if this one is like a specific like office romance, but like the CEO kind of businessman kind of romance books are just not my thing. I want to clarify that I love me a billionaire romance, so I think this might be possibly like a billionaire romance series. It's not like interesting me right now. Time that I like look at my shelf, I want to reorganize, or if I think about getting rid of books, I always look at this one and I'm like, not really interested in it, but I'll keep it for now just in case. And it's also freaking huge for a romance book. A lot of people do love this series, so I do want to give it a try. But like for now, I would probably not read this for like the next couple months, if I'm being completely honest. Someone else will definitely love this book. Maybe I will too. We'll see. That is it for my book unhaul. I hope you guys enjoyed me ranting about all books I don't want anymore, that need to leave. I don't want to see them. I don't want to look at them again. I think I'm going to bring them to a used bookstore that I like to give my books to, and you get credit. So it all just recycles and it goes back into the store because I will buy my own used books there. So make sure to follow all my socials down below, along my Goodreads, Amazon wishlist, stuff like that will be linked down there if you want to check it out. Like, comment, and subscribe for more potential book unhauls in the future. Definitely a lot more book hauls though. We'll see you guys next week for another video. Bye!